Back to David Clemens. Pringle and Smith converge. Farouk Qureshi converges. Pele goes down hard. Tommy Smith now giving to Scullion. The racing Scullion and Bobby Smith. Scullion beats Smith to the ball. He's going to cross inside now. Here's Smethurst. It's by Messing. Clyde Best. It's a goal. It's a super goal. Easy. The Rowdies made it look easy. Stuart Scullion got by Bobby Smith, and the Rowdies go ahead 1-0. And we're going to have a replay now. Here's Scullion crossing. You see, just out of the reach of Messing.
So really the advantage will be with the Rowdies in the second half, at least as far as the forwards are concerned. And of course, we know the Rowdies like natural grass best.
Pele now giving to Canalia. Canalia beats Auguste, and it's a goal. Pele and Canalia teaming up. They got by our son Auguste, who did not play, of course, in the first game, and they made it look easy. Augie beaten bad right there, and Giorgio scores, and the crowd loves it, and they have equalized with 34-40 left in the first half.
Great question mark across the 40 game was whether Auguste could contain Giorgio Canalia, and right now we'd have to say that Giorgio is winning the battle. Here's the replay.
Here's the slow motion. You see how he did it. Fancy footwork, and of course threading the needle, beating Auguste, who had come to the ball. A bit of a change. Gordon Bradley, now the coach, has shaken up this New York team quite a bit. Across inside, going up high, and it's going to be another goal for the Cosmos. The Rowdies defense had a little trouble right there. 2 or 3 of the lads bunching up together, and the instant replay is going to show it. Tommy Smith and a bunch of folks. Auguste again causing problems, and
there is no goal, Tom, and the goal is being protested. And I'll tell you something else. We haven't even noticed this. We don't see the first goal for the Cosmos yet on the scoreboard, and now someone is telling us here that the referee called an offside on the first goal as well.
So the Rowdies familiar with these confines, even though they are on the road. Pele now with the ball. Pele and Pringle. Pringle goes down. Going down is Tony Field. Inside the penalty area. Gordon Hill blows the whistle. What's the call?
No question. If he was inside the penalty area.
It is indeed going to be a penalty kick for the New York Cosmos. Gordon Hill setting the ball up on the penalty spot. And the violation going against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. A one-on-one situation right now, and taking the ball, taking the shot will be Captain Keith Eddy. Eddy approaches. Mauser guesses wrong, and the Cosmos this time do indeed equalize. We'll have an instant replay now showing Mr. Mauser going the wrong way, and of course that's all he can do is guess. Sometimes he's lucky. But the ball taken away by Mike Dillon. Mifflin now with the ball. Mifflin to Pele. Pele to the racing Canalia. Canalia and Auguste. Canalia, Auguste. Canalia, Auguste. Augie takes him right to the baseline. The ball going behind the Rowdies net. It will be a Tampa Bay goal kick. Wide open. Picked up now by Bobby Smith. Rodney, some of his fancy footwork, getting ever closer to the goal. Rodney now crossing inside. And Keith Eddy, the captain of the Cosmos defense. Smethurst with the ball. It's in the goal. Put it right in the corner. All right, there's Keith Eddy. Eddy gives it right back to Rodney Marsh. Smethurst high in the air. A warning or what? It looked like it might have been a yellow card from Farouk Qureshi. Across inside now. Pele goes up, but Pele can't put it in the goal.
Rowe playing tonight for the first time together in 4 or 5 games.
Charlie Aiken on the wing. Aiken back to Morai. Back in the middle now, looking for Canalia. It's a goal. Going up high, I believe it was Captain Keith Eddy. We'll wait and see on the replay. A fine cross inside. Here it comes now. Number 17 is Aiken. Morai back to Charlie Aiken. It goes over Canalia's head, just over Canalia's head. It's Pele coming through to win it. Pele goes into the goal and picks the ball out, coming from nowhere, much like Scullion's goal last week. Stopped by Mike Dillon. And racing with the ball, center circle, Terry Garbutt, Rodney Marsh in pursuit. Marsh playing defense. Tony Field wide open. They're spreading the Rowdies out. Across inside. The Cosmos have equalized. I see no offside call. And an attacking play. Tony Field with the ball. And we see the replay now. We see how Terry Garbutt, Rodney Marsh in pursuit. Garbutt with the ball with a fine feed to the wide open. Tony Field. Field goes all the way to the baseline. Pringle tries to win it. Mauser can't get a hand on it. And it is indeed a goal. Straight Pele now touches. Magic. Tony Field back to Pele. Pele marked by Cantillo. Cantillo and Pele. Cantillo and Pele. Marsh steals. Good aggressive work by Ringo Cantillo, but Rodney takes it right back to Pele. Certainly an offside call. No, The referee didn't call offside. It was a perfectly timed pass from Pele being marked by Smith. Auguste and Canalia. Augie takes it away but gives it right back to Pele. Mistakes by the Rowdies. To Pele. Pele loops it over his head. Mifflin. Mauser punching out. It's a goal. Arnie again being a little reticent about coming out of the goal. And down hard is Tommy Smith. The Cosmos go ahead. Here we see it. Arnold Mauser comes out too late. Confusion in the Rowdy defense. And on the play when Mauser came out, the Cosmos again control. Mifflin, the goal scorer, the fourth goal scorer, Ramon Mifflin. Tony Field now to Pele. Could this be another one? Pele unmarked. Another goal. Mauser beaten badly.
A wicked shot from Pele, really. A great shot. It bounced on the turf. Here's the replay from Tony Field.
By Tony Field. Tommy Smith going to Field and leaving Pele totally unmarked. A boomer by the great king of soccer, Pele. Pele controls, picked up by Cantillo. The young Costa Rican taken out of the play. Pele's scorching ball across the front of the goal mouth, out of the reach of everyone, including Arnold Mauser. And we'll see it again. Pele getting right by Cantillo, and we have a great angle on the replay, right through Ringo's legs. Gives to Rodney. Rodney Marsh. Marsh to Cantillo. Cantillo to Smethurst. The Rowdies working well now. A hard pass to Clyde Best to Smethurst. A ball inside. A save by Messing.
And that could have been the fourth.
Save, just tipping it by the near post. And we're going to see it again.
That could have been the fourth. A great shot from Smethurst.
Smethurst at Best. Clyde will give it back to Derek, and Derek will hit it on the fly.
1 point better than Derek Smethurst, 26.
Taking that into consideration, of course, it shouldn't be surprising that we have 8 goals on the scoreboard tonight. Farouk Karishi giving Pele some time. Ramon Mifflin now with a flip pass to Canalia. Canalia and Auguste teaming up. Cantillo, Canalia. Canalia still shooting. Mauser with a save. Giorgio and Auguste racing. A fine flipping pass. Scullion chased by Charlie Aiken. Scullion goes back inside of Aiken. Scullion now giving to Best. Best with a shot. It's blocked. Scullion with a shot. A beautiful save by Shep Messing over the crossbar.
And I assume that's the paid crowd. I think there are a few thousand kids here. Con Edison kids, about 2,000 or 3,000 are
Best goes high. Shep Messing does
goal.
It's a goal. The Rowdies have come over the goal, and Dennis Witt, the newest Rowdy, comes up with a fine assist, and we'll watch it right now.
I'm not sure. It might have been Clyde Best that got to that goal.
Indeed. Here comes the ball. Inside. Clyde Best goes up. Just out the fine.
It's his old club, the New York Cosmos. Ringo Cantillo now leaving the game, and Joey Fink being inserted in the lineup.
Here comes the ball. Taken away by the Cosmos, but Pringle controls, shoots it back inside, trying to find Witt. Witt with a shot. No, he's offside. An offside call. Dennis Witt certainly put it in the back of the net, but he was offside.
I believe that would have been Joe Fink.
On the wing now is the waiting Pele. Pele marked by Mark Lindsay. Giorgio Canalia now all alone. He traps. He distributes now to Tony Field. Here comes Mauser with a super save.
Great save by Mauser. And a gesture of frustration by George Canalia. We'll watch it on the replay. He is a great shot by Canalia.
Witt to Rodney Marsh. Rodney goes down in a heap, and the referee says, let's play on. 9:32, the clock winding away. Canalia, Mauser, Canalia, Auguste with a save. Arnie again causing problems by not coming out. A scorching cross inside, cleared away by the Cosmos defense. Headed away again. Clyde Best races for the ball. Garbett and Best. Garbett elects to go back to Shep Messing, and here's a chance. It's crossed inside and hits the side of the post. With a super opportunity was Joey Fink.
I don't know from the angle really if he had an open goal, but let's see it. He really had to squeeze it.
You see Marsh and Gordon Hill having a bit of a fun match there, repositioning the ball. A high one to Best. Best tries to hit it over the bar, and indeed does. Shep Messing coming out, same thing.
They'll have to win big on Saturday as well. They've got to get those 3 goals against Toronto to get the 9 points. Otherwise, it could really be
Canalia
trouble.
wide open. Canalia marked by Auguste. Giorgio and Pele. Canalia will try to cross. He just misses the near post. It will be a goal kick for the Rowdies. Well, watch it again. Giorgio works on the wing. Here it comes back, just off the post. He can hit it so many ways and make it do so many unusual things. Here comes the ball. It's cleared away. No. Canalia with a shot.
Handball. No question about it.
We'll be emotional, but certainly we have seen on the replay that it was indeed a violation of the laws of soccer. Joey Fink now racing on the wing. Fink giving to Clyde Best with a boomer, a super save by Shep Messing. Messing taking away the equalizer from the foot of Clyde Best. And even with 90 seconds left, we can see that the Rowdies still have an opportunity to bring it back. Here's the replay. Watch Clyde on load. Oh, Messing with a save. 5 seconds left. The Cosmos on top 5-4. At one point, the champion Rowdies led 3-0. And that's the game. The New York Cosmos in this North American Soccer League effort retained their Eastern Division. Rather, the referee says play on. The, of course, unofficial time on the scoreboard clock has run out. Gordon Hill, however, retains play on the field. Now there's time. That's the game. The fans rush on the field.